Hello and welcome back to Stationeers. My name is Bigfoot, and I thought today we would check out the new terrain system that is currently being developed to replace this terrain that we're seeing here. So I wanted to come into the stable branch and check out the terrain, take a look at the textures, see how things are, how they mine when we're using the mining drill. Let's go ahead and grab a mining drill. Want to get the heavy one. And then we'll also need some batteries. We'll just grab a couple of nuclear batteries. Because why not? Alright. You can go there. This is all just trash. Oop. You go in drill, thank you. Alright, so we've got two different drills. So we have the regular drill that everybody starts with, and we have the heavy drill. So see, currently we're getting about 74 FPS on this brand new world. The textures are very pixelated, they're very faceted. I'm not expecting that to change too much. But hopefully it's a more smooth texture. I think the plan was to at least double this resolution from what this is now to basically cut it in half and get more smoothness from the texture and the terrain. So this is with the heavy drill. Alright, and let's switch over to the other drill. It's your basic handheld drill. Voxels are slow to mine. Gold being one of the densest of the ores does take quite a bit of effort to get out of the ground. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop over to the beta branch and check out the new terrain. This texture is at least very subdued. It's almost artificial looking sometimes. I mean, that's a crater, but it's not a crater. And that kind of thing. So let's head on over to the bread branch and check out what they got going on over there. Okay, so we're back on the beta branch, and we're presented with a few different options here. Currently there's only the moon map. The map maker over at Rocketworks is engaged and is currently developing new maps. Believe that the size of the maps that they are thinking about is either going to be 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers or 8 by 8. Here we're presented with just a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer test map on each of these, even though it says 1K, 2K, 4K, 8K. That is just a way of, they named them that way to test different serialization. Like the 8K map has actually like 64 files for saving to help kind of speed things up and keep a high level of detail in it. So I think we'll just pop over to the 2K map. I tried out the 8K map earlier. It does have a distinct lack of any ices and is very open and flat with a lack of features. So we'll go over to the 2K. I thought that was a better map with more mountains and larger craters. All right. Let's head on in. Well, we're either starting at nighttime or there's currently an eclipse.
Temperature critical.
And I'm running around on the moon naked. Awesome. What do we have? We just have a can of propellant. That's cool. That would have been neat to come over the hill and seen that in the daylight. But apparently it's early morning. What do we have in our debug? Terrain editor tool. So we have some different options up here. Some smoothing, the stamps, and cutting. Delete, home, and all those keys don't do anything as far as the rotation. Arrow keys do not rotate. Nope, give me that back. Not sure what the rotate keys are. I mean, I guess we could just have that randomly rotate maybe each time we do it. We have some smoothing steps. We have a size of our tool, distance, and raycast. What do we have for meshes? Cliff rock. Oh, that's cool. We can make a cliff face. Just a rock. Neat. Can make a cool cave or like a tunnel over here. I'm not sure I like this texture. It does kind of look better than the old texture. It doesn't have that fake quality to it. But it kind of reminds me of felt, like crafting material felt. So we tried rock. This is a stone. I guess we can make floaty bits if we really wanted to. Make some neat little features, I guess. And temporary, what is this? It's a giant seed bag, nice. That is awesome. I'm guessing blue means it's inside, so let's just put a seed bag there. Doesn't really look like a seed bag. What if we... Oh man, we can make it really big. Okay, we don't need a gigantic seed bag. What if we make it 4 steps? Now does it look like a seed bag? I mean, kind of. That's funny. There we go. Alright, well we have some easy tools of adding interesting features. Obviously you could spend some time doing that. Make it look really cool. What else we got? We got smoothing. We can increase the radius or decrease the radius. We can make it stronger, weaker. Oh, okay. That even at a 1 is pretty strong. Let's up that strength. Oh wow. Easily delete anything. It doesn't seem to really delete the ground though. Just the things that I've put down. And it did a good job of blending it. What else we got? Cut. We can cut out a giant seed bag. Okay, it does as the name implies. Let's choose a cliff rock. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory, and then follow that up with a smooth tool. So, guess that's our terrain editing tools for the moment. Not bad, not bad. Definitely liking this vista though. We have some really cool, large craters. Craters that are actually craters. The level of details popping in is a little annoying, but I guess you wouldn't normally be flying this high to see the ground shifting everywhere. We got a bit of a lava lake. Oh, nope. Just the terrain popping in and out. Alright, I see some gold over there. Let's go mine some gold so we have a comparison between our previous mining attempt and this one. Sure wish I had a sprint key. Alright, so let's get some sensor lenses. Let's grab some batteries. Let's grab some miners. So we'll grab the heavy drill and the regular drill. Come here. So I need you. You. Alright, what else flew away? Nothing it looks like. Okay. You go there, you go there. We need another battery. And we'll put that in the sensor lenses. You can go there. Alright, back in business. There it goes. Just took it a minute. So that's kind of cool. So now we turn off the light, we can kind of see better. So we actually have veins now instead of just like a pocket like this. These pockets are a lot more dense. That is a lot of iron, really compact. And that coal is everywhere, but it's kind of in a vein. Like, you have to follow a trail now. Sometimes it looks like. Not everything. Maybe that's what they mean by the density when you're looking at the changelog. But that's kind of cool. So there's like a line now. Well, I don't have a belt. But we can just follow the veins. That's really cool. I like that. The ground is also mining a lot faster. That gold is coming out real quick. Swap over to the other drill. Yeah, it seems to be mining about the same speed. I don't see much difference there. The rocks vibrate a whole lot more when you're mining them. Still kind of takes a while to get gold out of the ground though. To be expected, I suppose. I don't know. I thought they were going to be like doubling the resolution, but that doesn't look doubled to me. That just looks a whole lot more faceted. I mean, I guess the untouched terrain does look a lot smoother, and I mean, it is definitely a lot smoother. Looks really nice. Instead of the stepped terrain or stepped slopes like we used to have. Definitely more smooth and better, more interesting. Ooh, it looks like some ice off in the distance. Nice. That's good. At least there's ice spawning on this map. Jumping feels a little weird though. I'm not sure if it's a result of the beta work, the new terrain system. I don't know how that would affect the jumping, but definitely not as floaty sometimes. Always liked the pink looking rocks. It's just a weird ice. And then there's the forbidden green pancakes. That has NOS in it. A lot of nitrogen, but has NOS as well. And then our normal oxide. So I didn't change any of the textures on the ores. But I guess that'll do it for us as the sun's setting here on the moon in this gigantic crater. I do like the larger craters. I think it's definitely more realistic. The smoother terrain is definitely a nice change. We're still getting about 74 FPS, which is what we were getting before. I'm a little disappointed that there's not much performance gains there. But yeah, anyway. Hope this helps. It's looking good. Still work in progress, but by the looks of it, I think they're just about done. They've put out a release today that they've updated some of the tutorials and stuff, which would probably be the last step that they would want to do if they were going to make more drastic changes to the terrain system. Since the tutorials are the most expensive part of the game, and they don't like to keep redoing the tutorials over and over and over again. It's a waste of money and time. So I have a feeling that by the time I get this video out, or at least very soon, they're going to have the terrain update done and out in everybody's hands for us all to enjoy. I'm not sure how I like the sun setting on the moon like that. I don't know how realistic that is, but anyway. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.